Okay, everything looks good. Just a little bit of an issue there, but I fixed it, no problem. Alright, cool. Okay. Just gotta do. Gotta probably like adjust this so the sensors work fine. Man, this is gonna suck during this thing summer, man. Already having a hard time doing this now. Oh, everything should be okay. Alright. So let's send her in and let's go over to here. And there I am! Alright, let me just try to get the mic between me and here so I don't mess anything up. Alright, and it is working with Stream Elements. Cool. Sweet. So, Bab and Conky, everybody. Welcome back to our seasonal anime roundup. We're doing a roundup for winter of 2026 and a watch list for spring. So let's just start. Alright, so a Gentle Noble's Vacation recommendation. I did watch this one. People were saying this one was gay AF. It was not. It's more of a bromance, right? It was okay, nothing too interesting. This guy's pretty funny, even though he's like pretty chill for the most part. So yeah, this one was like an 8. It's alright. Fantasy, you know. Misanthrope Teacher, this one I actually finished yesterday, I believe. So it was kind of nice seeing the different, like how the different students like what they were going through. They're trying to basically, they're trying to be human, right? And then when they reach a certain point, like they graduate or whatever, it was pretty nice, pretty okay for a slice of life. Kind of not really too comedy focused, mostly just slice of life, mostly school. So that was pretty good. Probably an 8 for that one. Pretty decent. Adventurer's Daily Grind at age 29. I couldn't, man. I could not finish this one. I couldn't even really continue it. I dropped it at episode 4 or 3 because I kind of forgot it existed. But I also just couldn't stand it, man. It was just too. It was a little bit cringe, so I dropped it pretty early on. Fist of the North Star didn't watch. Didn't watch that one. I didn't watch that one. Didn't watch that one. Chain Soldier Season 2. Okay. I actually did enjoy this one, believe it or not. It was, obviously, you know, as we all know, it's ecchi, right? But the actual fights were pretty good, and the ecchi was actually pretty decent for something that I haven't seen in a while be done. Like, the last decent ecchi I saw was probably the girl with the android. That was pretty good, actually. But yeah, this one was pretty good. I actually care about the story on this one, believe it or not. It's got a pretty decent story, all things considered. I'm surprised they don't show any of the bad guys here in the visuals. Like, the commanders are there, yeah, but they only show them for like one episode. Like, the actual villains are pretty cool, but yeah. Watch that one. I don't know if this is getting a third season, actually. Season 2 previous Yohama Battle. Doesn't seem like there's any news on it. Probably not. Because it does end in like a way that it's obviously going to show that it's going to continue. So, I mean, I'd like to see that. So, that'd be cool. Also, we do have hand tracking for the stream. Took me a bit to set that up. That was kind of a pain, but figured it out. The Champignon Witch. Did I talk about this one last time? I feel like I did. Okay, well, I kind of ended up dropping it like at episode 5, 6 maybe. I just didn't really care too much for it. It's not bad, but I don't know. There's a certain, like, you have to keep my attention and be interesting for me to continue watching you. And this one just was not it. It was just meh for me. It wasn't bad by any means, but it could have been better. Dead Account, I believe I watched like one episode of. Couldn't really care too much for it. Yeah, the main character just didn't really interest me, and it just couldn't keep my attention from not even the first episode. So yeah, drop that. Digimon Beat Break. Okay, I gotta talk about this, dude. So we know that Digimon animes last a long time. The first couple seasons, the first 2 seasons, I believe, were like 50 episodes, 52. Season 3 was about 25, I think, episodes. I think the longest was 72. I think Cross Wars was like 72. But that's because they had specials and a couple other things, but like whatever. But at 26 episodes in, I'm a little bit burnt out already. Like, the plot is not resonating with me, man. Like, they introduced the tactics team in like the second portion, and they are the most annoying characters in the entire thing. Their whole thing is like, oh, we follow orders without questioning it, and this and that. They're just like basically like stone cold, and it was so overdone and boring. I think I'm gonna drop it, man. I skipped an episode, so at this point, I think I'm gonna drop it. Oh, this is the ecchi I was talking about. There were like 3-minute episodes of pure ecchi, pretty much. It's not bad. It's actually pretty decent ecchi, so I mean, I'd recommend that. The easygoing territory defense. This is the reincarnation isekai fantasy. Stupid garbage. Overproduced slop. I watched 1 episode of it. I said I saw this one before, pretty much. And I dropped it. That's it. Not really much else to say. It's your typical isekai crap. Alright. Gnosia. I believe we were continuing this one from the previous season. I did actually end up enjoying this one a lot more than I thought. The second part was... It kind of throws you for a loop a little bit when you start to realize what's going on. And I liked it. I really did. I still hate Rakio, though. Rakio can go suck a fat one, because I just don't like Rakio. Overall, I would recommend if you're into like that kind of suspenseful kind of thing. A little bit of mystery, but not really. Pretty good. Probably an 8 season. Gnosia. Oh, I gotta talk about Golden Kamui, the final season. But it's not. We're having the Runaway Train arc, so this is like the final season part 1, I guess. Because the next season, or whatever the heck is coming out, I don't know if it's going to be a movie or an arc or whatever, is going to be on the train, which is exactly what just ended off. Overall, though, I mean, Golden Kamui, if you've been following me since like a year ago or so, you know that I really like Golden Kamui. So, yeah, this one was really turning up the stakes up to 11 for sure. A lot more people have died this season, I believe, alone than the entire other 3 seasons combined. Some pretty important people might have gone to X. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yes, keeping an eye out for that. All right, next up, Hanakimi. I just couldn't get into it, dude. Like, I watched the first episode, and I'm like, okay. So it's kind of trying to be what Ouran High School Host Club was, but, like, not in a way. So I just kind of... It didn't resonate with me, okay? Simple as that. It just couldn't. So I dropped it. Okay? I heard it was decent, but whatever. Helm of the Hardest Gamer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, another isekai garbage that I dropped in the first episode, I believe. This one, I think I said, had the most, like, generic designs I've ever seen. And yes, it does show. I didn't care for it. I dropped it literally the first episode. Hell's Paradise Season 2. I think we have one more episode tomorrow. Yeah, I think we have one more episode tomorrow that's going to conclude it. And I'm going to say this, dude. Compared to the first season, this one's a little bit lackluster. Just a little bit. Because it's not... It takes place in one area. And what should be taking like an hour to do, right? Where they're going around with different like areas of like the fortress. It takes place over like an hour, like a night pretty much. And it's a different points of views of like everybody infiltrating this and that, right? But I feel like this is a problem that was present in a different anime that I watched, I think, last season, where it has a different points of views. Each episode is like a different point of view, but it takes too long. Like, okay, I get it. Just just hurry it up, hurry up the plot. And then like halfway, like was it halfway through, like 2 episodes in, they introduced the these other guys, like a second group that's coming onto the island. They introduced them. They're like, oh, these guys are actually really powerful, and they kill like some of the creatures on the island, right? And then they kind of forget about them for like the entire season, and then they come back at the last episode, and they're like, hey, kill anybody that isn't of the Yamada clan on site, and even if they're a Yamada clan, if they seem that they've been corrupted or like they're working with the enemy or whatever, kill them too. It's your typical of like misunderstanding in a way, right? I don't really like that. Like you can kind of could have kind of done the whole arc without these guys at all. Like I don't know. I don't know what the intent is, but we'll see. But still, pretty good season overall. Hell Teacher I didn't watch. This one I was gonna watch, and I realized it was an animatic, so I didn't watch it. In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, I did watch the first couple episodes. I dropped it. Sorry, it just wasn't for me. I don't really like these kinds of characters, right? Like the kind of like Cold Prince kind of character, and the sort of like cool kind of bad boy character, but not really bad boy character. Yeah, this was mostly geared towards the ladies. Wasn't really for me. Yeah, it's shoujo, so yeah, I mean obviously, right? But yeah, so I dropped that one. So this is the other gay anime. The Isekai Office Worker. So the people said the other one was gay. No, dude, this one was gay as heck. The first episode or the second episode, this guy falls ill, and then this guy's like, "Okay, I gotta give you the medicine." So then he drinks the medicine and starts mouth feeding him the medicine. Yeah, it went that way pretty fast. I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I didn't even finish the episode. I just dropped it." The characters weren't really interesting. They're a little bit cold, a little bland. So, yeah, I ended up dropping that. Jack of all trades, Party of None. Can I say that? I don't even remember this one, dude. That's how bad this was. Oh, I watched the first episode, but I think I watched it on Tap on what do we call it? Right Arrow, because it seemed so boring, and the fact that I don't even remember it just goes to show that yes, that was garbage. Don't watch it. Journal with which I started watching. The thing is, this one's really good, but it couldn't hold my attention, like my personal attention, because it needs to have something to hook me, right? So this one obviously wasn't for me, but I did hear it's pretty good. So like this one's like pretty much just pure drama, and yeah, if that's your kind of thing, well, there you go. Okay, let me just make sure I'm okay. Kaguya-sama Love is War. Okay, so this was basically the continuation of Love is Sama, kind of the end. Final chapter movie with brand new story drafted from the original author. Ooh. TV special reels. Yeah. So this kind of concludes the entirety of everything, and it was awesome. It was like 2 episodes, I think. 45 minutes total, I think, and it kind of wrapped everything up nice, pretty well. I don't think it's gonna continue, because I think that's it, pretty much. The Kaguya-sama's pretty much done, and yeah, I really like the ending. Can't really say much about it though. That's kind of it. Kanagawa Elves I didn't watch. I didn't watch Kaya-san is Scary. Kunan the Sorcerer Can See. Okay. So out of all the other fantasy garbage, this one's the most interesting. Now, before you say anything, that doesn't really mean much. Okay, in a pile of poop, the poop that smells the less stinkiest is still a pile of poop. That being said, though, it actually wasn't that bad, but I did have my gripes with it because, well, after he figures out, like the whole thing is that he's trying to figure out how to make eyeballs for himself, right? So he can see. That's literally the whole premise of this. He figures it out in 3 episodes, which I mean. I'm not surprised, right? It's your typical fantasy where it's like, oh, the protagonist is going to figure this out pretty fast, right? And instead of being something like kind of showing the progression, and like by the 3rd episode, he was already like, he figured it out. And then he ends up going to like a magic academy and stuff, whatever, your typical fantasy stuff, right? Plot, where he kind of he flirts with the women a lot, where it almost seems like he's kind of cheating on his fiance, which is her, but he's not really cheating. He was just taught like that by the stupid maid on how to talk to women, essentially, which is not really that good. And it gets annoying, right? The whole like that. There's no plot progression when he gets to the school, and then to the end of the season, like nothing really changes. The whole plot was him trying to figure out how to see, and he figured that out 3 episodes in. So what the heck was the rest of the anime gonna be? Just him at school, but it wasn't really that good. He didn't learn that much, right? He only knows like 2 spells, but he could do a lot with them. But yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't good. It's like probably like a 6. I'd give it. Vigilante season 2 I did not watch. Noble Reincarnation, Born, blah 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 blah. Another typical garbage. This one, I don't even think I watched the first episode. Did I? I don't remember, but I remember the characters. I think I might have right arrowed this one too. Yeah, just garbage. I just can't, man. Oshinoko season 3. Ooh, gotta talk about it. Okay, so anybody that did watch with us and got to that last episode, whew, oh boy, it was about time that happened, and didn't really disappoint. I don't know what they're gonna do from that, where they're gonna go from that, but it is getting spicy for sure. Season 3, and it was a 1-hour episode. Yeah, so it's like 2, almost 3 episodes in one. Season 4 announced its final season. Yeah, so we are getting a final season, luckily for us, right? I don't know if we had an ETA for that, but it's probably going to be this year as well. Probably by the end of the year. So, the first couple episodes, like the first half, was very focused on Kana, I think, right? Was it Kana? I think it was mostly focused on Kana. And then a little bit on Akana because we did her last season. And the rest was Ruby. And, ooh, man, there was some hard stuff in there. But, yeah, definitely deserves the 8. I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9, definitely. But, yeah, solid. Absolutely just, amazing. What else are we? Puzzle Dragon. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling. Oh, another isekai. So I watched the first 5-ish episodes. I tend to forget when I drop these things. It wasn't bad. It didn't start bad, and then it started to get just boring after like the second episode, where I'm like, okay, I could see how this is gonna end. Like, the design of the dragons is cool and all, but I didn't even get to them. I think I got to like the second evolution of him. And I had to drop it because it was just I was not catching on, man. It was so boring. So yeah, I ended up dropping that. Roll over and die. So this one was Yuri. Didn't really show too much, really, here and there, but this one was more dark fantasy, as you can tell by some of the visuals and stuff. Man, can I say I don't usually regret watching animes, but man, this one, dude. Bro, like, what even was this anime? There was no plot, first off. There was, like, no plot at all. Pretty much. The girls' love part was it felt kind of forced. Because they're both slaves, and then she saves her, and she's, like, devoted to her. She's like, oh, you're my master now. She's like, no, it's fine. She's like, no, but you're going to be my master. It's like, okay, fine. So they get along here and there. They hug, and they, like, flirt a little bit. Typical soft stuff. But what pisses me off about that, I don't know why they do this in anime. I don't know if it's like a Japan thing that they do, but it just irks me every time. They just can't stop saying their names like they're freaking Pokemon, right? In, like, I think it was episode 11, where they attack their house and they kidnap her and, like, so their friends. I am not joking, like, half of the effing episode is just her saying, milk it, milk it, milk it, because that's her name. But she says it in Japanese, so it's like Milkito, Milkito. The whole second half of the episode was just her saying her dang name, and it was so annoying. I wanted to mute the dang freaking anime. It's like, bro, I get it. She's looking for her, but you could have done this better. The whole second, not even the whole half, the whole dang episode. She's like, oh, Milkito, Milkito, Milkito. And she's going here, she's going there, she's looking for her, and she does not shut up. And it's so annoying. Her ability's not even cool, too. She gets something called, like, reverse. So if she gets injured, she can regenerate, like, a part of her or whatever. It was, she was overpowered. She was overpowered. It was done. It was a stupid anime. I give it, like, a freaking 4, dude. Such a dumb premise, too. Scum of the Brave. April 4 broadcast. That was yesterday. Wait. That was yesterday, though. But it did have an episode yesterday. Did it not? That's weird. Oh, it's getting a second cour as well. Okay. I have my gripes with this one because originally I was a little bit interested. And then I started kind of like watching it. Kind of relegated to second monitor duty. So it wasn't really that interesting. If it's over there, pretty much. I kind of enjoyed it. They're utter dorks, right? Especially Jogamini. She's a freaking complete and utter dork, and I love it. But it was okay. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more underground, you know? Almost like, I can't remember the name right now, but yeah. Like, an organized crime aspect of it really brought me in. The whole Braves and all this. But it was alright. It was a little bit, meh. So far, it's staying for me at like a 7. It might drop if it doesn't pick up, but yeah, it was okay. Sentenced to be Hero. I just finished this right now this morning. Oh man, that first episode hooked me so hard, and it's getting a second season. And bro, let me tell you right now, I am hyped as heck right now. This was fantasy done, like dark fantasy, even done so well, so freaking well. The world has me interested. The characters are cool because they're not cookie cutter. They're not like Mary Sue's. They're not perfect. They're actually, some of them are pretty bad people. One of them like killed his goddess. The main character killed his goddess, right? That's the whole thing that they're trying to get him on. Xylo. Kivia she's not a hero. She's a general. Like a general. I think she's a general or colonel or something. She's in the military, high ranking. Well, a bit of a spoiler for the end, but she ends up becoming a hero. This guy loves to lie, but he can tell truth, I think. Was it? Something like that. He likes to steal. He likes to gamble, I think. I don't know if they show the other guy, though. The Rhino. Yeah, Rhino is... Well, another spoiler. He is actually one of the bad guys, but he's working with the good guys. And he has a suit of freaking armor. He's a murderer as well. I think that's this guy's wife or something like that. The king, he's kind of lost it. He's a little bit delusional. He's actually the most decent out of everybody. I don't know why he's a hero. This guy's died the most, so he's absolutely lost his crap, and he's really powerful. But he's not really human anymore. He's like foaming at the mouth all the time, and yeah, he's pretty much an animal. This guy is in charge of, like, he can tame animals and stuff, I think. Or, well, he has a dragon. He can kind of, like, communicate with them in some way, but he's probably the most calm out of the other ones. But yeah, and there's the little goddess. The little goddess is adorable, little Torita. But yeah, it hooked me so well, so good. This one was a solid 9, probably. I'd probably bump that up to a 10 actually. But yeah, pretty good. Really like that one. Highly recommend. This Death Game one I dropped in the first episode. Didn't really interest me. It's kind of eh. You're starting to see the pattern here. It dropped a lot of things this season. Can you really blame me? Right? The Class Book of Arn I also dropped because if a mystery doesn't really hook me at the very beginning, I'm going to drop it. None of the characters really interested me. It also has vampires. Generally, I don't really care for vampires. Day Life of Part-Time Torture. This one I speed ran the first episode. Was not good. I didn't really care. Oh, jeez. I got to talk about the Darwin incident. Oh, man. So, I made a joke about this being kind of a very weird anime, and I thought I was going to really enjoy this one. Oh, so Obama. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I didn't really like it at all. It was just creepy. The monkey man is just creepy factor up to 1,000, right? But that's not even the worst of it. The worst of it was the whole plot with the terrorists led by Obama, funding them, I might add, that are like animal rights activists that are, what's it called? They're terrorists. They're bombing things in the name of, like, you know, freeing animals and stuff, which is pretty stupid, right? PETA if they were like ISIS, pretty much. But yeah, I didn't really like that plot point. She was kind of annoying because she's kind of an activist, and I don't like activists, in some sense, right? Or a conspiracy theorist. She's one of those. I don't remember. Charlie, I don't like Charlie. I really don't. I don't really like that. Apparently, this chick gets kidnapped at one point, Lucy. Also, there's something called a red pill shooting incident, which now I kind of want to look up because, as we all know, red pilling means you're based, right? The good thing. So now I'm a little interested on what that is, but yeah, I didn't really like this one. I really didn't. Yeah. Episodes 1 through 8. So I'm guessing this one's the newer one, because this is from like last month. But yeah, it was just creepy, dude. The monkey man is just creepy, dude. Blech. I didn't watch that one. The Holy Grail of Eris, I ended up dropping. I was actually enjoying this one. Problem is, the plot just kind of appears out of thin air. Like, if it's very convenient how the plot is like this, like they jump from like episode 2 to 3, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, now there's this other plot. It's like, wait, whoa, where did that come from? It just suddenly comes out of nowhere almost, and it wasn't really enjoyable, to be fair. It was kind of like, I could see the back and forth, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish it. Invisible Man is soon to be white. This one was really sweet. This one was adorable. This is what Kunan wanted to be, the whole blind thing, because she's blind and he's invisible, so it's like she doesn't need to see him because he's not there. Overall, though, pretty well done. I really liked the comedy, the little subtle comedy. The romance was pretty sweet, but yeah, if you're into that, highly recommend that one. Probably give that one like an 8. I believe I did finish this one. What do they call this one? Waguri? I think it's like the Moody, whatever. Anyways, I did finish this one because this one was dedicated more to the other character that they didn't really touch upon too much, because she wanted to what's her name? I forget her name. I like her the best out of all the other girls, but I forget her name. Kaho. Because I was wondering, because they left her out of the first season a lot, and this pretty much was dedicated to her, and it was pretty sweet. I liked it. She's a really nice girl. She's into cosplay and all that, and that was pretty cool. I did finish it. It was lovely. So yeah, if you watched the first season, obviously, let's go watch this one. It's like pretty short. It's like 5 episodes or 4 episodes. But yeah, it was nice. All right, we're near the end. Oh, this. Okay, this one was. The premise for this one seemed okay. And then I watched it and I realized it's not really good. It's kind of eh. So I ended up dropping it. I don't recommend it. It's garbage. Tune into the Midnight Heart. I have my gripes with this one. It's okay. I kind of like that he's trying to figure out who's Apollo, right? He's trying to figure out the dude, which isn't here. Literally the main character isn't in the key visuals for some freaking reason. I hate when they do that. He's trying to figure out which of the 4 girls is Apollo, but they all ran Apollo, like the radio station, the online radio station thing. And he's trying to figure out who's who, and it's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of obvious that there isn't one Apollo, but I don't know if he's just dumb. Also, I do find it funny because the best girl here calls him Bucky, Bucky, because his name's Yamabuki. So she calls him Bucky, and it's pretty funny. So, yeah. I mean, the main character is interesting because he's not like an idiot. He's not a complete and utter idiot. He's actually competent. And he's kind of gung-ho about helping them all, which is pretty cool. I like the way he approached it. Also, best girl is VTuber. So she wants to make music. She wants to be an actor. She wants to be like an announcer, and she wants to be like a VTuber, which she is. But yeah, so yeah, best girl, definitely. Yeah, I like the way that they all have them like framed up in their respective things. That's cool. She wants to be like a voice actor mostly. Yeah, voice actor. She wants to be an announcer, like specifically like an announcer. So yeah, I like that. I don't know if it's getting a second season. Oh, it is. Sweet. I'll watch it. I'm a little interested in how it goes. But it was pretty good. I did not even see this. Did I skip this when we were watching this? I saw this when I was setting everything up. I had no idea this had even aired. And I'm kind of pissed because I really like Undead Unluck. It's really good. But I completely overlooked this. I don't know if I just didn't scroll far enough or if it was added later. And I don't know if this is going to lead into a third season. Oh, or second season. Yes. Hopefully, dude. We're hoping. Because I really like Undead Unluck. But yeah, okay. I need to go watch that. All right, watch it all the way. This one was my palate cleanser this season. It's really nice. Pretty calm. What's her name? Oh, I forgot Best Girl's name. Kinmei-san. Oh, I love Kinmei-san. She's adorable. She looks good in everything. So it was mostly about her running her washing shop and stuff, and like meeting different characters and stuff. And it was really nice. It was pretty calm. Not much plot going on other than the fact that she has some sort of amnesia. And, well, she doesn't really end up figuring it out. They could have done a little bit more with that, or just completely excluded that. It doesn't matter, but if you needed like a slice of that, just a pure palate cleanser, just turn off your brain and watch. This one's pretty good. And that seems to be almost everything. You and I are polar opposites. Okay, I tried. Trust me when I say I tried watching everything I could. I couldn't really get into this one. Speed around the first episode. I didn't really care, because I could already see it's going down the line of the other, school rom-com, so I didn't really care for much about it. Same with this one. That is literally, the title is dumb. The first girl he meets, I think it was this one, was kind of pissing me off because I felt like she was just acting stupid. I couldn't, dude. I tried and I couldn't. I dropped that run right away. Alright, so, before we continue, let me take a drink. Okay. So, that was Winter 2026. I know it's a bit weird. Winter 20 is the first one, 2026. It should be 2025, but that's not the point. So that was Winter 2025. Overall, I'm conflicted because I dropped a lot of stuff, but then again, it was fantasy stuff that I knew or fantasy and school stuff that I knew wasn't going to be as good. The stuff that I did watch was okay, but it had some big hitters for me, like Golden Kamuy, obviously. For me, that's pretty big, right? Because I really enjoyed Golden Kamuy, right? And, I completely skipped it. I completely skipped the two biggest ones. Okay, well, I guess I get to talk about them at the end because I was going to talk about these. Okay, Fire Force Season 2 Part 2. It's over. That's it. It just ends. And if you can notice, the moon in the background looks a little familiar, as well as the art style, is because Fire Force is a prequel to Soul Eater, which I didn't know until I saw the moon and someone had mentioned it, and they literally show the characters at the end. And I was like, wow, that is okay. The way it doesn't even make sense that they'd be related until you watch the last 3 episodes and you're like, oh, everything makes sense. I have not watched Soul Eater. I know very little about it, but I still know some things here and there. But everything makes sense. Trust me, everything makes sense, and it was done amazing. So yeah, that's another anime completely done. That was pretty cool. And of course, the biggest heavy hitter of the season, probably counts for like 2 or 3. Free Rent. Only 10 episodes though. Only 10 episodes. But luckily for us, it's not over yet because the 3rd season has already been announced. is coming out next year, though, so we have a whole year to prepare. Kind of sucks we're not getting it so soon, but yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for sure. Also, I remember these. These are freaking adorable. I didn't remember this one. Oh, cute. So yeah, they're getting closer to the what was it? The Western Plains or Plateau or whatever, Northern Plateau. They're getting closer, and oh boy, I really wish they would have fleshed out the relationship a little bit more, because I really thought they were gonna get a little bit closer. But I think this season was a little bit more about the travel itself, which is obviously kind of what the whole thing is about, the journey, right? Cute. So yeah, not much else to talk about it. Frierin's awesome. Go watch it. And yeah. So yeah, overall, yes, I still didn't watch Strange Fate. Yeah. So yeah, overall, pretty decent season. Pretty okay. It's kind of like a, I wouldn't say day-old pizza, because day-old pizza is delicious. It felt like leftovers for the most part. Leftovers, but with a little bit of good dessert. Good dessert that was left over. So yeah, it was meh. It was all right. So, a quick intermission though. Let me check something real quick. Okay. All right. So back to this. All right. So this is spring 2026. So let's get to it. So I am about a week late because a lot of stuff already started airing, and I have watched a couple of things. Thursday is probably the worst day for me now because there's like 30 things at once. Ace of Diamonds Act 2, don't care. You don't know. This one is fantasy drama romance. This looks like it has Bishi stuff, so probably not for me. Episode 3. Okay, I guess I'm a little late. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch that one. 100 Scenes of Awajima. What is this one? Interesting art style. Very painterly. I like it. Okay. Drama music. Oh, it's a music one. Oh, it's done by Madhouse? Dang, okay. Awajima Opera School, where countless ghosts from across the country flock in hopes of one day setting a big stage. They work towards doing. Okay, so it's your typical music anime. If it's as good as Hibiki Euphonium, I'll give it a try. That one's on the this one's on the maybe list. This one I did see you air today. I didn't. I wasn't really interested because it's like about like Japanese performer stuff, like Rakugo. I think that's what it's called, right? Us Westerners are not gonna understand that. I don't really understand it, and I've seen a little bit of it, so I don't really care too much about Rakugo stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you're into that performing arts stuff, go ahead. But for me, it's not for me. Always a catch. Did I watch the first episode of? Yes, I did watch the first episode. Right. So this one's starting to look like your typical like is it shoujo? Comedy, fantasy, it doesn't really say. Like the whole noble woman engaged to a prince kind of other noble kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of anime. I don't really like those. I will watch this as much as I can for just the sisters. They look adorable. But so far, it has not interested me at all from the first episode. Okay, we got another villainous anime. As I had said before, all the villainous animes are literally the exact same. So the other one that's similar to this one that I can compare it to, the girl is basically, not Bacalina, a different one. The girl is basically trying to prevent her death? Or soft locking her. I forgot what it was, like in terms of like a visual novel. But everybody's kind of oblivious to what's going on. In this one, the prince is like, he's going along with her just because he likes her, which is kind of sweet. But yeah, I'll continue watching it. As I said before, villainous animes are very hit and miss for me. If it's not anything special, I usually don't watch it. So yeah, A Sense of a Bookworm is getting a 2 core third season, I believe. I think this is third. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, I watched the first season. Didn't really. The main character was kind of annoying, so I didn't really care too much for it. But it seems like they're in a little bit deep now. Botan Kamina fully blossoms when drunk. Ooh, we got a drinking anime. And yes, that is actually a legitimate genre. There is such a thing as a drinking anime. It's a gourmet slice of life girls love. Okay. Follows Botan Kamina, which I'm guessing is her. Tries drinking for the first time when she meets her dorm supervisor Ibuki Tonami, who likes alcohol but not drinking in public. They become friends. Blah 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 blah. Okay, seems interesting. I'll give it a shot. Classroom of the Elite getting its 4th freaking season. I feel like I should like Classroom of the Elite, but I don't. I don't really care too much for it. Daemons of the Shadow Realm. Okay, so I had seen a very brief clip of this. But I didn't want to watch too much of it because I'm like, oh, it's probably a new one. I'll hold myself. And then I watched the actual episode. Okay, so just from the visual, right? It looks like, it almost looks like Demon Slayer, right? Even the it's got the hibiscus plants. It's got the right here. It's got the hibiscus. Even the font looks the same, right? And then I watched it, and you can't really tell from. Also, the main character looks almost like Fullmetal Alchemist. Huh. So you couldn't really tell, right? And it's like, okay, the characters look very Japanese, very fantasy, and then you're like, okay, well, this character doesn't really look that much. And then you're like, wait a minute, something's up here. Okay, spoiler a little bit for the first episode. It doesn't take place in the time period you think it takes place. So far. So, yeah, it's kind of a hidden village kind of thing. I'm not going to bother reading the synopsis because I already kind of figured it out. But, yeah. I'll leave it like that. This one could go the route of Sentenced. In that it's pretty interesting and that it's, yeah. So, Digimon Beat Break, we said we're going to drop probably. So, yeah. Also, surprise drop of the season. Dr. Stone Science Feature Core 3. I did not think we were going to get it so soon. Kind of hit me by surprise the other day. And yes, we have older Suika, and she is so precious. I love it. But yeah, now they're all working together to get to the moon. Yeah, not really much I can say. This is like, what, the 5th season of Dr. Stone? And this is like where it gets... The previous season upped the stakes, and now everything's a little bit lower, but now it's like... Now it's the big push. Super hype. Aaron the Southpaw, this is visual arts. I don't think this one's one of mine. Yeah, no, I'm good. Even a replica can fall in love. Interesting name. When she doesn't feel well, when there's a test, when she doesn't want to go to school, I take her place. I'm her replica. I'm not meant for anything else but that changed when I fell in love. I wear my hair up so he knows. So the boy I fell in love knows. I wear my hair up so the boy I fell for knows it's me. That's a hard sentence. What the heck? We skip school and promise to meet each other tomorrow and every day after. I'm her replica. Everything about me is barred and empty, but my heart is mine. Okay. So basically the replacer from the Call of Duty commercials. Oh, okay, cute art style. I like it. This is this almost sounds like a dark premise, actually. That'd be interesting if it was dark, but obviously it's not gonna be. Okay, I'll check it out. Oh! Speaking of surprises, this is getting a 2nd season. Huh. Very unexpected. So this anime came out with about around COVID time, I think. I enjoyed it. It's an isekai, fantasy farming, whatever, life thing, whatever. It was pretty interesting, actually. Because he actually shows kind of affection to one character, not just everybody, even though kind of the whole joke is that, Yeah, you can kind of see what's going on here. Anyways, that's getting a second season. I'm a little bit hyped for that, actually. I don't know really how they're going to continue. Oh, it was 2023. My bad, not COVID time. All right, surprise drop. Gals can't be kind to otaku. Meet Takuya Seo and otaku says behind popular girls in class and share money. Since they're people from different casts, you wouldn't expect them to have much in common with the world colliding borrowed racer. His favorite anime is critical. Okay, so kind of like Oshiete Galko-chan, I think, had a similar premise in a way, where the gals are actually like into the otaku stuff and whatever. But okay, I'll check it out. Seems like it could be decent. Ghost Concert Missing Song. This one's a music one. I did see it air today. I didn't really bother because it's not. Wait, is this a action music? Okay, that is a bit weird. Oh wait, I skimmed through this one. Yeah, it didn't really make any sense to me, so I just kind of didn't really care. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. I did watch the first episode of this. It is BL, and this one is actually BL, but it's kind of funny. Nakamura's a shy boy who falls in love at first sight with one of his classmates, his dreamy high school classmate Hirose. But there's a problem. They haven't met yet. Nakamura is a total klutz who might burble things before they even begin. Yeah, so he's basically trying to become friends with him, right? Our boy here. He's trying to become friends with him, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of adorable. They're both utter dorks. I love it. But yeah. 2 episodes came out already. I've only seen the first one, so yeah. I'll keep watching and see what's up. Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus. So I did watch the first episode of this one. See, all the school ones are actually starting to melt together, so I'm actually starting to kind of forget a little bit. Looks like we're going to have a problem with school ones this season, not so much fantasy. This one, I believe, is... I think... Yeah, okay. So this one's the one where he goes back to his first year of high school. And he's kind of trying to better himself. So we've seen this premise before. And if it's not done properly, it's going to end up pretty boring. So hopefully this one ends up pretty well. Keep an eye out for that. This one doesn't really look interesting. It's a TV short. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Ichiyoma Mankitsu Gurashi. What is this? It's a manga cafe? Meiko Morita, high school girl from Akita, is one of the chosen to transfer student prestigious school with equal parts assignment anxiety. She moves on to the city only to discover that awaits her is a manga cafe called Hedgehog. The cafe also serves as the student dormitory. Comedy ecchi. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really look too ecchi from this, but we'll see. I'll check it out. Comes out on the 12th, so that's like next week. I'll check it out, see what's up. I gotta. Oh I don't know how this ended up getting a TV special. By the way, I skimmed through it really fast. I didn't really care because the actual anime for this one is so dumb, dude. It's half isekai and half not, and I just didn't care, man. It was just so boring. The main character is so dense, dude. Ugh. Garbage. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. This one airs tomorrow. I couldn't make any acquaintances on my friends in high school. Finally, had someone to hang out with outside school girl. Her name was Samagi-san. Wait, my class called her the class. Second cutest girl in her friend, which is his best friend. The cutest girl in class was just hanging out with my Cute. Very cute. The art style looks familiar. Almost like, reminds you of Girlfriend a little bit. It's by Studio Connect. They've done Shy Hero, many sites the voice act radio. That one's pretty good. Unwanted Adventure. That one was pretty good too. Ayakashi Triangle. That's the one I dropped. Strike the Blood Final. Oh, they did Strike the Blood. Oh. Girls Machiavellism. Okay, so they've done a lot of interesting stuff. Oh, jeez. I've seen all of this, man. What the heck is wrong with me? I'll check it out. Comedy School Romance. Okay. Check that out. Oh, no. I watched the first episode of this short this morning. Yeah. I'd be careful with this. It's very ecchi, and the first one was kind of yeah, a bit weird. I don't even know if I should continue this. I want to end this love game. Another school comedy romance. Damn, we're getting a lot of those this season. Wow. It isn't spring for anything, am I right? Let the games begin. Since childhood, Yukio, Asagi, and Miku Sakura have played the love game where they try to fluster each other with some simple I love you. So they're trying to play Love is War? Interesting. Oh, she's adorable though. Okay. I'll give it a shot just because she's adorable. Okay. Let's check it out. Comes out in 8 days. Alright. Kill Blue. This one's an action comedy school. Ooh. Characters look Legendary Hitman Age 39 next mission, a second shot at youth. Oh, it's another restart anime, but this one's with assassins. See, I usually have a problem with like Hitman and Legend assassin animes. Is they usually kind of end up the same way, and I don't really like that too much. Starting over as a middle schooler, legendary hitman who has never failed an assignment, no matter how yeah, see, they're always the best. Which I guess makes sense for a hitman. One after weapon for another, slung a mysterious wasp, collapses. He wakes, fears a 13-year-old boy, even what happened, Boston in New York. In that body, infiltrate a middle school. When he waits, unexpected. When he wakes up, fears when he's. So he doesn't go back in time. He transforms to a 13-year-old. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'll check it out. Sounds but okay. Killed again, Mr. Detective. Okay, so this one reminded me of another mystery detective anime. That also someone has a white hair girl, oddly enough. This one seems to be going that same route in a way. Because apparently he died. He can get killed and he comes back. Yeah, because he gets stabbed in the throat, not slit. He gets physically stabbed in the throat, and dies. So yeah, I'll give this one a shot. I'll rewatch the first episode. It seems okay. Let's see what's up. Kidio Flank Up, another school comedy. I watched the first episode of this one. It was on Right Arrow. Didn't really interest me that much. It's supposed to just be comedy, but. Look, when you watch school comedy over and over again, it kind of starts melding together to the point where it's like, oh, okay. The comedy kind of wears off. Okay, that, I think I'm good on that one. I know that's like a 5th season. Liar Game, interesting name because we already have another, oh, it's Madhouse. 2 quarters back to back. Is this going to be another death game anime, I wonder? High stakes game, psychological strategy game. Okay, we don't really have much of those anymore. Receives a strange letter suitcase containing 100 million yen. She learns that she has been selected to participate in the Liar's Game. It's a high stakes, blah, 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 blah. Now you want to... Okay. So usually, like I said before, 50-50 on these kinds of anime. Because I've seen plenty of death games and high stakes game, and they're not really too different. I mean, you can't really be too different when these, but there's very rare ones that have actually done it well. I'll check it out, but see what's up. Mao, I don't think I'm watching because it looked kind of dumb. It's I think it's trying to be Inuyasha but with cats. Time travel, historical. I'm good. I think I'm good. Marriage Toxin. That is a very odd name. What the heck? For centuries, the deadly arts have been perfected by those known as the Masters. Among them, the Poison Master of the 5 great families hold the most fierce and powerful influence. The Gera family decides by force if necessary, must bear the air, blah, 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 blah. Ultimate marriage, the world's strongest mission for love. Adult cast action, that doesn't really tell me much. I'll check it out. Comes out tomorrow, I think, or in 2 days, essentially. I'll check it out. Yozakura Quartet is getting a second family? Oh, not Yozakura Quartet. Yozakura whatever. I think I ended up dropping the first season. I think. Yeah, I'm surprised this is getting a second season. I think I dropped it, dude. Mistress Kind of Devastated. I did watch this one. It's also a school comedy romance, whatever. But supernatural in this one. I watched it. It's... Wait a minute. Oh, she's from Grand Blue. I was like, wait a minute. That's a different character. So, yeah, she's a succubus, basically, that wants to eat human souls. And then she ends up meeting this guy, and then they're kind of falling in love, but she's an utter dork. Seems funny enough. I'll check it out. But, yeah. Monster Eater. Oh, this is the first anime that I dropped this season. Because it looked so bad. Yeah. Rudd's a nobody. E-rank adventure with a seemingly useless talent for status immunity. Outcast of the city obsessed with limits calling. Okay, none of this looks good. None of this seems like what I watch. What the heck? A betrayal leaves him for dead without any supplies to help, but he does unthinkable and consumes the flesh of a fallen monk. What? Wait. I'm a little bit confused because I'm pretty sure I watched the first episode of this one. Monster... I forgot the E. Monster Eater. Wait, did I not watch it? Or maybe I skimmed through it. Huh. I'll have to go check again because I legit thought there was one with this exact same name that I dropped pretty fast. Okay, I'm reading the synopsis. I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't really sound like what I watched at all. Okay, I'll go check that out, but I probably won't watch that. What the heck is this? A special episode of Depping Chapter 431 of the manga which explores the lives of Deku and his classmates 8 years after graduating. So this is like one final hurrah. When is it coming out? Oh, it comes out in a month. Wow, okay. It's a TV special. My ridiculous reincarnation, also known as Megami Isekai Tensei Nani ni Naritai Desu ka? Ore Yusha no Rakotsude. That is a long effing title and I hate it. Oh, what the heck is the... Okay, Meat Canyon. Okay, whatever you say. Oh, that's a cool visual. Ooh, I like that. Oops, don't want to do that. That is very interesting, yes. Okay, what the heck is this? What's a guy to do when granted the ability to reincarnate as anything? Try every ridiculous... Oh, that sounds funny. Oh, that sounds funny. Okay, I'll give that a shot. Needy Girl Overdose. Okay, I did watch this one this morning. And let me tell you, I have no idea what this anime is about. It looks like it's going to be an idol anime at first. And then you watch it and you're like, oh, what? It's psychological otaku culture and drama. In a world where likes are currency and every viewer is a judge, OMG Kawaii Angel, also known as K-Angel, is determined to become the ultimate internet angel. Yet beneath her pastel smile and lively streams, there's more than meets the eye. Bro, at one point they show her wrist. And, well, yeah, she's been kind of... So it's pretty dark from the looks of it. Pardon the intrusion, I'm home. Doesn't look like it interests me at all. Petals of Reincarnation. Don't be mistaken by the reincarnation title. This one is purely superpower based, I think. And so far I'm a little bit interested because the main character is not really I don't think he's actually doing what he says he's gonna do. He has his own agenda and he's not really... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this one I did watch the first episode of it. I'm pretty interested in. So they do this thing where like they basically cut their neck and like reincarnate as something like an old hero or something like that. But it was very... How do I say this? It almost feels like Fate, but without the servants. Like, you become the servant. But it is interesting. You could check it out. It's pretty interesting. Are we really doing this? Are we really? I feel like saying some very colorful words at this moment. Because, man, how are we not done with this, dude? We should have been done last season. Why did this garbage get a 5th season? Core 2 of the Hawaii Resort arc. Oh, because technically this is the second core of the... Season 4 reveals teaser and visual. Split 2 core broadcasts beginning in July. But that's for last year. Oh my god, dude. I'm just gonna say it, okay. I already know how this ends. He ends up not getting with her at all. Because the main character is based on like the author, and the author just hates couples or something. I don't know, there's a reason he does it. Whatever. Point is, we know how it's gonna end, and I don't know why this keeps on going, but man, this needs to die. This needs to die, please. Also, anybody believe this? This is getting a 3rd freaking season, dude. And I not even I'm gonna watch it. This is how I'm fed up. This is how fed up I am with isekais. How many vending machines can you make, my dude? Okay, yeah, but there's like no story. There's no plot for this. Like, I don't get how it's gonna continue, but okay. So ReZero is getting a chibi 4th season, but it's also actually getting a 4th season in 2 days. So that's a surprise. I don't really know much about it. I do know that there's one character, her. I have seen things of her. Why does her outfit look familiar? Like, I've seen this outfit before. But I don't know Shaola. Also, I don't know who that is, but yes. Also, Rem's in a wheelchair. Huh. Oh, Subaru's getting an actual outfit. Why does he look like Kazuma? Everybody's getting new outfits. Cute. She looks like her mom. Whoa, so they're going to the desert. Ooh, okay. Okay, this got me interested. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Just adjust this. Okay. Interesting, yeah, so definitely watching. That's probably going to be one of the only heavy hitters this season so far, because honestly, I don't know, man. Scum of the Brave is going to continue, obviously. Going to keep watching that. Snowball Earth, I did watch the first episode of. I'm a little bit surprised, because I watched it, and going into it, I was like, ugh. It has some 3D CG, which is pretty well done, first off. I'm all saying, right? It doesn't look choppy at all. It's not trying to beat 24 frames per second. It's actually smooth, 60 FPS, whatever, 30 FPS, whatever. The only thing I didn't like was the design of the kaiju originally that attacked during the first episode. They look really generic, and they just look like axolotls. I didn't really like that. But the plot does have me interested. So kaijus attack Earth, coming from space, I guess. He becomes a prodigy that knows how to pilot a mech. Wow, big surprise, kid knows how to pilot a mech. They end up driving out the kaiju, but they're coming from space. So 10 years later, they go to space to try to take him out. The kaiju end up destroying their ship, kind of messing him up. So he goes back to Earth. Turns out the Earth has been frozen over, and that's where we left off on the first episode. Seems interesting. If the art style was a little bit better and designs were a little better, it'd be a lot better. But yeah. Oh, the other heavy hitter of this season, which I'm already super hyped for. Slime Season 4, and I am super hyped. I don't know where... Oh, it's adorable. I don't really know where we're going to go from here. I think they have another Demon Lord, which is her, I think. I'm missing some more Valentine as well, because I like Valentine. Angel Next Door spoils in Rotten Season 2. I did like the first season of this one. I don't know if I'm going to continue the second season. Because not only do I not remember much from the first season, but the first episode was second monitor duty, and it didn't really interest me too much. So we'll see how long I can hold on. The beginning after the end, season 2. Does anybody remember what this was? I saw this come up, and I'm like, second season of that? Oh, this one. I don't remember anything about this one. Oh, it's when he's like... Oh, it's the one where he becomes a kid, right? And he grows up. The one that was trying to be... Jobless Reincarnation. Literally the exact same plot, but worse. Okay. I think I did drop this one pretty early on. Yes, because I don't remember much about it, but... He looks nothing like him, his other self. What the heck? I mean, he actually does look kind of cool, but... Yeah, I dropped that one, I believe. That's why I was a little surprised. The classroom of a black cat and a witch. Speak of Virgo. Why did I know that name? Joins a magical academy, but there's one problem. She can't use magic. Oh, big surprise! With no mentor connection, her chances seem slim until a mysterious talking black cat appears. Powerful mage cursed to feline form. Greet the teacher and change from helping her break the spells. Her secret pack begins speaking. Okay. So it's basically MASH without the muscles part. I recognize that art style too. It almost looks like Yamada-kun. Wow, big surprise. I actually have not seen like any of these. Oh wait, no, I've seen them. I've seen a couple of these. Oh, that's why it looked familiar. Remind me of this. The one I dropped in the first episode. Oh, jeez. Okay, I might skip out on that one if it doesn't turn out to be that good. This one of the high-stakes game anime? Oh, it's a gourmet. Oh, I thought that was a chess piece. Okay, looks like it's another drinking one. I'm going to pass on that. The Food Diary of Miss May. This has a second episode already out, I believe. I think I watched the first episode, but it was second monitor duty, so I didn't really care that much about it. I might not really continue that. So the this one caught my attention because it looked cool, and then I watched it, and it's just an animated manhwa. I don't like those. I don't have the patience for those. The Klutzy Class Modern, the girl with the short skirt. It's a very interesting title. Art style looks familiar. Zero G, what have you done, my friend? Oh, they did Grand Blue. First off. Mechanical Marie. Okay, they didn't do what I think they were doing, but they're actually doing they've done quite a few things, actually. Ooh. Oh, they did High Rise Invasion, which I never actually finished. Sadly. I need to watch that. I need to finish that. Okay, so they've done quite a lot of good stuff. Okay. Every morning, Sakurai Daimon-kun enforces the rules of the school gate, stopping Poem-chan from her too short skirt. Then they're thrown together into her remedial class. She discovers the secret. The series uptight Sakurai is hopeless at studying. The class breaker and stumble across the entire Okay, school comedy romance, typical. Okay, we'll check it out. See what's up. The most heretical last boss, queen from villainess to savior. Okay, which one is this one though? Oh my god, it's the same one, dude. Look at her, right? And tell me that oh my god, it's the exact same, man. Like, bro, no. Why? There's the blonde royalty, the red-haired villainess. It's the same thing. Villainous animes are literally the exact same anime every time. How do these things get greenlit? Okay, I do remember this one actually being good though, so I'll check it out and I'll see what's up, because I just right, yeah, this is the one with the brother that was adopted. So yeah, this one is basically a lot of very, very tropey, but this other one doesn't really help. So yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, so where are we? Here. The Ramparts of Ice. I think this one I did watch and it was actually decent. Oh, that's why they look familiar. It was done by the same studio. So this one I did watch. The main character, Koyuki, she can't really talk that well. She's a little bit shy, but she ends up being cold, so everyone's kind of like scared of her and don't want to talk to her. But she ends up slowly warming up her way with the other characters. So yeah, yeah, a lot of school comedy romance, school rom-com. So that's typical. So yeah, that one looked interesting. So yeah. Oh, I was wrong. This one was the first anime that I dropped. This is the one that I thought was Monster Eater. Because, like, the elf looked similar. Yeah. You can already tell by the stats and stuff and the harem stuff that this one's not good. So I ended up dropping it. The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. Ooh, you've caught my attention. Alright, interesting character designs. Okay. Whoa, okay. Serafina de Laviant, the strongest female knight in the West, was sent to subjugate the barbaric tribes of the East when her mission falls. Captured and alive in prison, humiliated. She asked to be put to death to surprise rather than tearing her limb. Asked for her hand in marriage. Serafina faced cruelties of marriage, which was going to trans. She had to believe. Okay. Interesting premise. I'll check it out. Okay. Alright, so me and Derek follow Iruma-kun. So I was not expecting a shadow drop of season 4. And it's literally just picking up after season 3. So yeah, we completely forgot about Pearson. Is it Pearson? That's his name, right? It doesn't say his name. I think it was Pearson. Yeah, his whole thing is that he's there, but he's really like low key. So yeah, Iruma-kun's really good. Go check it out. Really hyped for this one. With story 1 and oh right, I forgot. This is getting a second season. Okay, so this one, if this one took the premise of the guy that can't do magic, but actually did it really well. This is literally Harry Potter the anime, but this one's done so well. I really like the first season. That's good. Okay, so I believe where this one left off was in the underground section when they were doing the contest. Oh no, did they come back up from that? I'm trying to remember. I don't think they did. The real benches are out to get attacked together. They're gonna face the exam. Oh right, yeah. I think it was. Who's the idiot? Him, basically like totally not Slytherin. Challenged him like right at the end when they were gonna reach the finish line of the event or something like that. I didn't like that. That was pretty dumb. That guy's an idiot. I hate those kinds of characters. But yeah, go watch that. That was really good. Witch Hat Atelier. Whoa. This is like OG witches though, like when they had the little pointy hats instead of the actual wide brim ones. They all look very odd, but okay. World where everyone takes the winners like magic and spells for granted. Coco is a girl with a simple dream. She wants to be a witch. But everyone knows magicians are born, not made. And Coco was not born with a good... Okay, typical crap. Okay. So enter her unmagical life. Coco's about to give up on her dream, become a witch. Okay. Check it out. I'll check it out. And the last one is Yowa Sensei. Yowa. Oh, this one's ecchi. Romantic subtext ecchi shonen. High school homeroom teacher is known as the scary teacher, but if you offend her, she'll put a curse on you. Or at least that's what everyone believes. She's secretly a total softie who's deeply misunderstood, and once you see your sweet side, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'll check it out. So, it seems we have lost the, Isekai has lost, the fantasy Isekai has lost its throne for most, stuff airing in a season, because it turns out that spring is the prime season for high school rom-coms, or school rom-coms in general. We have 2 villainous animes. We have 3 no magic animes in a magical world. And we only have like a couple isekais, and most of them are already dropped. We only have like, what, 5 isekais as opposed to like the 11 from last season? And, but yeah, it seems like school rom-coms in this season are way too many. I might have to start dropping them. Okay, fair enough. Alright, bit of a short stream. Obviously, we already know how the, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. How these kinds of non-gaming streams are. They're pretty short, so yeah. Overall, this season's looking okay. Probably not going to be as big as last season, but yes. So, we'll cut it here. Tell me which one you're looking forward to this season, and which one was your favorite last season. I really want to know. Give me some of that engagement, boys. Come on. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. Me and Trench will be saying no to John, because John's a freaking idiot with a big head. He needs to be put in his place. What else this week? So I need to catch up with work on stuff that I want to do. So I'm going to be doing Blender on Thursday. So, yeah. I was going to end up doing reverse collapse, but I really need to start catching up on Blender, please. Other than that, we'll leave it here. So for now, thank you for watching. You're all fantastic. And I will see you tomorrow.